Before we talk about the riding, let's first talk about the styling because that was a huge part of what made the Monster the icon that it is. The 2021 Monster looks completely different, and whether that is for better or for worse, that is for you to decide. There's certainly a resemble to the previous Monster in how the tank is shaped, though it is now more chiseled than before. The fact that there's no bright colored trellis below it means it ends up looking very different. The headlamp looks completely different as well. No longer is it the simple round headlamp, there's this oblong shape with a similarly shaped DRL inside. The Monster's retro styling now has a touch of futuristic to it. The rear is a very flattering angle, the tail section, the taillight, it all looks very good. The Monster gets a new engine for 2021 as well. It's a familiar one if you've been on other middleweight Ducatis, a 937cc Testastretta L-twin motor shared with bikes like the Supersport 950 and the Multistrada 950. Power stands at 109 bhp and 93 Nm of torque. So power is down on something like a street triple R, but it has the benchmark for torque. In terms of delivery, it's very characterful. It revs out enthusiastically and delivers a strong punch in the mid-range. Ducati claims to have worked on the low-end torque, and that's something that's noticeable. Using the mid-range to get out of slower corners, the Monster pulls really energetically, particularly in sport mode. The Monster gets an up-down quick shifter that worked well with the hard shifting on the track, and I'm keen to see how it will work in real-world traffic. That said, the suite of rider aids were a welcome safety net and allowed you to harness the performance of the Monster without worrying too much about the consequences. Cornering ABS, traction control, wheelie control work seamlessly in the background, and there's launch control as well. A huge change for the 2021 Monster from the old one is the weight saving. The new frame, which is split in two parts with its front half bolted to the front cylinder head and the rear half bolted to the rear cylinder head, the engine acting as a stressed member, is lighter. There's weight savings in the wheels and swingarm as well, all adding up to a total weight saving of 18 kilograms. Dry weight of the Monster now stands at 166 kilograms. Combine that with the tweaks to the chassis like a sharper steering head angle and you have a Monster that is very nimble. The suspension setup is fairly straightforward, non-adjustable USDs up front and a rear monoshock that is adjustable for preload. When it comes to the way it handles, the turn-in is sharp and the bike feels light on its feet. It's very easy to get it leaned over in corners. You have good leverage from the wide handlebars and keep it leaned over. Fast directions are super easy as well. The motorcycle flicking from one side to the other effortlessly. Grip levels are impressive, helped in no small part by the Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3s. The bike was at home on the track, but I suspect it will be a proper corner carver out on the road. That nimbleness combined with the drive from the engine should make it really entertaining on narrower roads. It's super easy to manage as well. At no point does it feel heavy, cumbersome or unwieldy.